Hello everyone, I hope you are doing amazing. First of all, I would like to ask that whoever is meant to be here, that your higher self can lead us so we can all receive the healing, the messages, the guidance, the clues that we need right now in this moment. My idea is that I will challenge for Facebook to acquire certain hours of live, that it was 10 hours of live, and I am 50%, so I'm gonna be live today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. And please, if you guys have any questions for you guys or would like to receive healing or a scan like the way I did before in the other past lives, I will be more than happy to do it. And I think I would like to start by sharing a little bit of housekeeping items in this live. Thank you, Lara, for being here. If you like it, if you feel guided to give me stars, I'll happy. You don't have to, but it's part of the challenge that I was given, and in a way it's a form where you can support the page, but you don't have to be obligated. You can just type your questions. Thank you for being here. And I do have few housekeeping items besides that. For the ones that are with me in the membership, Thursday I'm going to do your channeling, and this time I'm going to channel, I think, the Zero Council of Light for whoever the energy of the month is going to be for all of us as a group. And I do have like 8 or 7 new meditations that are going to be uploading next week, starting the 2 of August. That first days of August I'm going to be not available because we do have a family thing we're going to do. So that the 2 of August, the 3, the 4, and maybe the 5th, maybe not be reachable because I'm gonna have to travel. You guys know that my mom had a little bit of a thing. I told you guys few weeks ago, and I'm gonna go and visit her, and then we're gonna see what we need to do in order to assist. And at the same time, look guys, I'm gonna start with the energy of the month, and then we have the Lionsgate event that I'm gonna channel for you. Always when I started a course, I do one class for free for all of you, so that is in the events from the page. You just can sign in and then you will be notified when I am alive. But it's going to be the 7th Saturday, 9 a.m. about this time. If you cannot be live, don't worry about it. I'm gonna upload it on my YouTube channel later on. That is going to be healing and activation. Lately in this course, they took me to story times, kind of like storytelling meditation. So it's awesome because you get activated, but at the same time it's soft and gentle. This is the way that this last course was channeled. And for the ones that are my clients, you guys have an extra discount. If you have not received the coupon, let me know, and then I will tell you how you can apply this. Yeah, I think it was like $30 coupon for the ones that have purchased my services, and for supporters, you guys have 50%. Message me if you have any questions. Please type your questions for you guys. Healing, I'm gonna give a few minutes for people to know that I'm alive and know that I'm gonna be alive today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, and then Thursday for the ones on the membership on YouTube. I will post you guys in the community part of the YouTube channel. Look, we are in the influence of Leo, and the 8th of August is going to be Lionsgate. So expect solar flares, solar storm, magnetic storms, and all these kinds of things, because it is the way that the universe supports us so we can access the information from our higher mind, whether you call that galactics, angels, higher self. the other higher aspects of us that are eager to share whatever that we can source from them so we can have more ease and grace in this journey. So this energy, just a little bit, comes from leading with your heart. But it's not heart that is victim. Like, oh my God, I'm so sick, I'm so drained, this is so hard, the economy and then the government and then all these activations. Leo is not something that is going to complain and then feel like sorry or insecure. It's someone who has the courage to shine brightly and to go for anything that needs to be done. And this is the energy that is going to serve all of us, no matter what sign or in what level you are in your journey. I think this is a collective message for all of us. This time to have courage to stand tall with heart open, shining bright your light, no matter what you see. Oh, my third eye is already open, so I think I'm gonna channel a little bit. No matter what you see, what you feel is going through. Maybe you're struggling with disease, with family, with profession, with all the changes that are coming, with your own psychic gifts. So be courageous to stand up, to do your best. Whatever you do, it's enough, because it is what it is helping you to shift higher. So this courage is the courage not to feel little, but to feel big. And not because there is a lot of things going on in your life, it means that you are doing things wrong. No, sometimes, and this is another concept that comes. It's just like creative chaos. Creative chaos is chaos that comes, like when I had cancer before. I had cancer like 6 years ago, in a time of my life when I had no job, no insurance. My marriage was a disaster. I was in depression. I was eating all day. I was I think a little bit fat, because eating a little bit just gave me the love that I was eager. I was drinking every day. You guys don't know. Not because I enjoy it, just I wanted something to put me stupid so I could just find peace at least for an hour. I had insomnia. I was smoking. And then I started seeing angels, beings, and I was like, oh my God, what is it? Because I don't think I even believe in God. So if you guys are in a stage like I was 7 years ago, know that this destructive energy comes to help you to bring more light, because I need it. I need it because I was a perfect victim of myself, because I was so comfort in the negativity that I was, my depression. I was like, oh my God, why me, and all those things, that I was clearly procrastinating with myself. So I needed like a shake up, and then the universe is just like, bam, you have a tumor, and then you have cancer, and you have no insurance. There you go. What are you gonna do? And I was like, what am I gonna do, right? And I don't think I was afraid to die, guys. I was shocked, because I said, oh my God, I didn't leave. I wasted my life on depression and on all of those things, and now if I die, what? I'm gonna be so sad out there in heaven. I'm gonna say, no, but you know what? I was not happy ever, ever, ever. So I wanted like a second chance so I could do all things I had missing, because I was focusing my energy on things that I was not obviously serving me. So this is the energy of Leo. This is the energy of the Leo. This lioness that we all have, oh my God, my third eye is so open, I cannot even read, comes to give us the courage to face whatever things are going on in our life. I mean, depression is not easy. I had abuse, physical and verbal abuse in my relationship. Of course it was not easy. I was used to being treated like shit, right? Of course, but you know what? All things shift for the greater good, and they keep shifting. And sometimes when I look back, I think, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. Not because I'm perfect, because I'm still learning, but because I had the courage to face the things that I could have done better. And this is this leadership with light, building your community, your foundation, collaborating with yourself. Sometimes people say, my guys are fighting all the time. No, you guys don't fight. It's aspects of you who are fighting. And we all have that. Sometimes we say, I should be a healer. No, but I'm not there yet, right? So this pull string, it's coming a lot, and it may be chaotic, but it is because it's helping all of us to locate ourselves in a new position. Do you guys think I would ever intend to be here doing this, putting myself out there, speaking English when it's not my own language? No, I would never. But this job, this thing I'm doing right now that it's so perfect for me, come to me because I was able to trust the universe. So trust your universe. Trust that your higher mind has a greater plan for you, even though things look chaotic like I was. And it was hard. I had to do therapy. My tumor, it was big, but it was able to be taken off very quickly with the surgery. I did not need any treatment, but I lost my sensitivity for a year. I mean, bottom up from my waist and my legs, I could not feel anything, but because of meditation, and then later I started doing light language, all that, it's gone. So that woman I was 7 years ago no longer exists. I changed. People can call that sometimes, people said like walk-ins or things like that. I don't think that exists in that way. We are all walk-ins one way because we are all upgrading our soul, and then when we look back, we're completely different persons than before. And this is what happened when we wake up, because we remember who we are and we're able to bring light and let go those old ways that are not serving you, but sometimes we keep doing it because what else I do, right? But when we're able to have the courage to say, you know what, I'm gonna wake up 5 a.m. in the morning and go and ground and go in the woods or whatever. Sometimes that courage takes effort. That effort is so worth it, guys. So I don't think for everything that happened in my life, someone can tell me that's hard. I don't think I'm able to find a solution, because every example of trauma has happened to me, and I can say, no, you can have solution because I did it, and if I did it, you can do it too. And I think that is the best legacy that I can give for myself, and for myself, from my kids, my family, and then all of you. If you guys feel inspired, so be it. That's awesome that we can feel inspired to each other, to the things we are doing, and then grow all together. And this is what building community comes a lot. It's hard for empaths, I know that, have community, because sometimes we have to feel things you don't want to, like, oh, that person is toxic or gossip or whatever. I do understand that, but we're not able to go to New Earth without building that community. And that community starts with ourselves. My emotions, my mind, my body, my family, Manette, my kids, my partner, my mom, my brothers, my sisters, my neighbors, and then whoever it is in my life. In that degree that we can, let's help each other. That's why I'm going to be doing this today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and then the 7th, 9 a.m., I'm going to bring a meditation, so prepare yourself to meditate with me. I have my third eye so open. Let's bring your higher selves, and then I'm going to start reading your questions. Thank you so much for the stars. Please tap your questions. The more specific you are, the best, because if you said a message for me, it's just like many things can come through. But if you said a message for me because I don't know if I should move, that's better, because maybe the answer it's more specific. or I would like to see what I have been struggling with my shoulders, or something. It could be physical. The energy for the next few months, probably the rest of the year, is gonna be high. So it's imperative for all of us to take care of our bodies, or whatever we feel like weak a little bit, because we do have so many activations. We do have August 8, the Lion's Gate, and then we do have the equinox on September 22, and then the energies of October around Halloween is always around shadow work, right? It's a lot of bringing peace to our own old demons. And then we do have the 11/11 on November, the 11/11 gateway, that is going to be, again, to channel your higher self. And for many, it's going to be about a twin flame, because 11/11 is like your own self mirror. And then this year, I'm not sure if it's the 21 or the 22 of December, we do have a change of timeline. And that is going to be the most huge change for whoever decides to keep more committed into your soul growth. So prepare yourself with peace, grounded, or whatever that is needed, so we take advantage of those opening to source whatever we need in the physical. Okay, guys, I think I need to come true, so I'm gonna ask you higher self, please. I would like to be a clear conduit for unconditional love and pure source consciousness. Guide me, my words, my feelings, please. Whatever is asking for healing, that can be done for the highest good and the best of all of us together. Matish Gatira Siki Ishta Akuti Ikimati Iki Ishka. Let me see. Let me see what questions come through. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ranai Manchal. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Forgive me. I would love a message regarding career and direction, please. I'm making plans that are very up in the air. Yes. Ranai, it feels like your plans are like, I see like thumbs up for you guys. It feels like those plans need to be anchored in the physical so you can be able to manifest them. Like you have to adjust your plans just like a little bit. This change is always for a better view. It's what your guys are saying. It feels like a reset in an alignment that will happen automatically in your own timeline. It's like getting your house in order, and then it is just like everything is heating up, so just be patient. But in order for you to receive guidance, you have to listen. So probably the only feedback that I will give to you is listen more to your intuition and your gut. For me, the first thought that I receive comes from higher self, and then the second, it's my mind like saying like, no, I don't think so. So when I hear myself say, I don't think so, I go back into the first one. Yes, let me drink a little bit of water. I don't know if you do archangels, but the archangel of change, it's called Nathaniel, and it has like a red aura. Yes, red aura. If you're facing some change and you don't know how to anchor it together in the physical or pull it through, it is like the guide. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do a healing at the end so you can type your intentions Meanwhile, every stream, guides go and give healing. Any message, Tabitha, regarding Andy of my friend? To my expect, not sure. Let me see. I cannot get a clear answer. I'm not sure if it's because the question is for Andy or for you. But what guides are sharing, it is, they said, frequency of hopes. Be attentive of your dreams, because guidance will come true. But the frequency of hope, so I guess it is that hope will give you power and it will give you the clarity that you need. I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much, Shelly. I do my best. And I do my best because if I die tonight, whatever, so be it. I'm gonna be happy. But whenever I feel like in disagreement with myself, I go back into what I was in the doctor's office, and the doctor says, "Ma'am, you have a tumor, looks like cancer, but you have to be in treatment, so we know what we need to do, what stage it is." And then within myself, I said like, fuck, right? And then I clearly saw my whole life, and then the whole life I saw, it was oppression, victim, abuse, and then I said, fuck, I'm gonna have to come back and come back and come back so many times so I could fix it. And then I said, damn it, I did not have my legacy, it was all wrong. I need to change that. And then I want more time to do it, right? So whenever I feel in disagreement with myself, I said, okay, girl, what if this is the last afternoon of your life? Will you still be upset with this person? Or will just let go? And then I normally will let go, right? Like, for example, my mom and I, we look alike, like twins. And we trigger each other a lot because we are completely different versions of the same person. I see myself in her, and she herself in me, I guess. And then it's just like, sometime, right? So, and then we have a good relationship now. Not like the closest one because the trigger thing is always there. But I talk to her, I love her, I do my best. I have learned to have patience and to give my best. So I am the best daughter that I can be. But then a few weeks ago that she was assaulted and she was rough, none of whatever things I could have of regretment matter at all. It was all just pure love and wanted to, oh my God, how I can help her. And this is what happens when we sometimes have bad things like diseases and catastrophic stuff. Sometimes it's not the norm, but sometimes they're manifested because we need like a eye opening. And normally in those things, in those situations that I have been few times in my life, especially weather disasters, certain details don't matter. What matters it is that you love, that whoever loves you, whoever you can do whatever for someone else's. And sometimes I think we forget that. We are so intertwined in little details that don't matter. Okay, let me clear myself for the next answer. Agos frecuencia, arcoiris, let me say. I need to make a decision, but I don't know what they mean. Yes, it feels like there is something, Agos, that you are not ready to see yet. And then it's sort of manifested in you have to make a decision. But guides will never force you to make a decision. I mean, guides from the light, because every decision comes in the perfect timing. I hope that makes sense. And at the energy level, at the source, it doesn't matter what you choose because you are always going to end it up at the same destination that at the source. I hope that makes sense. So don't pressure yourself to make your choice, because if you are not clear yet, it's better first of all to get your center first. I think that will be the next step. Get your center first, get calm, and let things to fall by its own energy flow. And then when you are centered, you have clarity about what to do. But there is nothing as you must do this now. That's no. Nothing that push you or force you or manipulate you or tell you what you should do. Because in the light, we all have free will to do whatever we want to do. That's what I believe. I hope that helps. So I guess my advice, it is to center yourself in reality first. When I don't know what to do, I don't do anything. I just let things be, because I'm not in alignment. So my step, it is look for alignment. Let me clear myself. So Sunny Honey, I love that name. What I can do to increase my energy in the meditation level, that's it. See, first of all, being present. Being present is the best meditation we can do. And then secondly, it's all about love. You can be washing the dishes, but being loving because your house is gonna be clean, and that will be in alignment for you. So whatever you do, try to add seeds of love. I think love is the best way to activate yourself. When you are in love, you instantly get activated, and you're not meditating, but you're just present, enjoying that love flow that runs through you. And that is the most beautiful activation or energization that we all can get. That's my perception. I hope that helps. Yvonne Anderson, let me bring you guys. I don't like any guidance in my career and my health. Consciously breathe in the light, knowing who you are, awakening life force within you, within your very core. That is the best way for you to have health. And for the career, it's just guides are saying, know the divinity is within and all around you. So I guess whatever path you follow is going to be for the highest good. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Guys say sometimes we're too fixated about what to choose. And when we don't know what to choose, the energy gets stagnant, because it's like stopping the river from flowing. So whatever it feels like will make you the more happiest person, that is the best choice. That is another tip. If you are deciding, should I drink tea or coffee? If the coffee has chocolate chips on it and cinnamon, maybe I'll make you more happy. Coffee, right? Or ice cream or donuts or whatever. Whatever will make you more happy, that is the best choice for you to do. And that is how the energy will flow. I hope that makes sense. Let me clear the energy. Thank you so much, Stacy. Appreciate it. Let me refresh here my phone. If I miss your message, please put it. Oh, thank you. Laura, I feel like everything has been up in the air for a while for me. It put a lot of energy into my own healing. Any insights? Yes. Look, the first message, Laura, that says, guys, it's just like, you are a bomb to shine. Like, let yourself be. I feel like maybe you hold yourself a little bit. So allow yourself to bright light, and whatever you feel guided to do it, whether that it is to have fun, to relax, not to do anything, to meditate, or to be more active. Allow yourself to know that your intuition is the voice of your higher mind, but sometimes we have to practice to discern that voice, because we have many voices that are streaming, like the voice of the mind, the voice of the heart, the voice of the body, the voice of the soul, the spirit, the higher mind, guides, aspects, sometimes our own family or things that are wanting things for us. The best way for me to discern it is like to separate like all the voices and hear them. And we may are not even aware about how many streams of communication we have. But when you allow yourself to put yourself present, center, you're going to be able to listen, and then whatever you choose, that is the best for you. But I think the best advice, it's simple. It's just don't hold yourself and allow yourself to be whatever you feel like doing. I hope that makes sense. Chelsea. My job, I have been on leave from ask. Need to come back. Do you have any messages from guys? But going to come back? Well, your guide says let go of any fears about what you see. I don't think it is decided, Chelsea. I see like no clear answer about that. I don't know if I'm not able to get it or if it is not decided yet. A lot of things are moving in Gaia. Look, the more we all wake up, the more Gaia will transform into a more sentient frequency in our reality, right? So the more we wake up, the more people will feel inspired to wake up too, but all that requires change. Like when I wake up, that I was in my cancer days, in my depression days, and all of those things, it was like a huge change for me. I had to move city, lost all I had. So it feels like there is sort of things moving around you. So it has not decided yet from the different currents what is the best and highest best for all. So don't be afraid and let go about any expectations you have, and then be open for whatever that can come for you. I hope that makes sense. Welcome, Sebastian. Christine Holiday, yes. Any guidance or healing needed? Yes. You guys said directives or your next steps are going to be given for you soon. And all the things that are happening within your own life, they're gonna make, okay, I'm gonna rephrase that because my English is crushed. It feels like, Christine, that all the things that are happening to you and around you may not make sense yet, but within time you will know all the whys. And all the steps are going to be brought to you soon. So pay attention about all those clues that your team is going to provide to you soon. I hope that makes sense. Much love for you, Christine. Gibson, do you still love in my future? Yes. Yes, that's like a triple yes. Let me tune into your aura. If you give me permission, I think I have. Look, your aura looks like purple, like Sharpie purple. So I think you are healing like a lot. And then you have like another ring of gold. So that is wisdom of your soul already incorporated into you. But it feels like you have to open your heart more and start igniting your heart more. So you can invite love from outside of you to match that love that you are already broadcasting within. You have that love, but it's not that close to you yet. But you have that love waiting. I don't know your color scheme, but her color skin look a little bit darker of mine. Dark hair, brown eyes, I think straight hair. This is how the soul looks like. Because my love looks like a lion, right? And the soul, and sometimes Arcturian, and sometimes angel, and sometimes it changes. So the soul can look in whatever form expresses the predominant energy. But this is the way that it was shown to me now. Like dark skin, not very dark, but like tan skin, and then brown hair, brown eyes, straight. Yes, but you do have love. I think you are learning to be yourself and to be open to that love. And it can be frightening sometimes to be open when we have been hurt before, but it's so worth it. Let me clear the energy a little bit. I'm glad it does resonate with you. Why this money only comes to me for food and survival beyond that it runs away? Dominic, because that is the belief that you have anchored, rooted within you, that money only comes for food and survival, and then it runs away. Money is just a way for us, for humans, to exchange all the resources we need in the physical. But what I learned is that there are many currencies that we exchange, not only money. We exchange love, we exchange peace, we exchange anger sometimes, impatience, frustration. So one simple way to manifest more money, more income, is to be grateful for what you already have. Because in one way or another, we have what we need, and all what we need, it is provided. So when we change those beliefs about money, some people believe that because you are spiritual, you have to live in poverty. Sometimes people believe that money, it is dirty, it is dark, and it is not just paper. It can have the value that we all give. I mean, if I have $1, it could be a blessing for me. It could be dark. Maybe it comes from drugs and it's laundry money. But maybe it's a money that came from a donation. And it represents like a gift for me. So whatever represents for me, it is what I will attract more. Money is just like an amplifier, like a crystal for whatever intention I have. When people, I'm gonna try to say that, like for example, crystals. People that uses for more like witch things, like a more dark energy exchange, like for example, I don't know how to say that in English, but like for example, I could use a crystal. This is just an example. It's not my way, but probably I could say, you know what? I want my ex-boyfriend not to marry anyone because I hate him, so I'm gonna use this crystal to anchor my intention. And that is gonna be like a dark intention, but my crystal is gonna become dark and is going to amplify that hate and resentment that I may have. But if I put a crystal like this, and then I said, this crystal is going to be a blessing for me and my ex, so we can all heal whatever happened to us, and we can have new healthy partners and then move on. The crystal is not a good or bad, it's just an instrument of whatever intention I have. And it's the same with money. I have this that I wanted to show you guys today. plate with crystals and money, and I always have it. And sometimes I take it off because, I need to buy water. But I always have this. So this is like my money pot that I'm always using. And then the crystals amplify. Like for example, this one, that's purite. I don't know how to pronounce this in English, but it's like fake gold. You can do that, for example. You can be grateful. You can do meditations for it. But the best way, I think, for attract money, first of all, is to be grateful for what you have, and then to identify the limiting beliefs that don't allow money to come to you. I hope that makes sense, Dominique. Cats, soulmates come. There are all kinds of soulmates. There are the bitch soulmate that comes to make your life misery, so you change something. There are the karmic soulmates. There are the soulmates that are like teachers. There are soulmates that are to help you and then disappear. There are all kinds of soulmates. So first of all, the more that we ask for that soulmate to come, and trust me, I have been there, the more resistance we create. And then I remember that I had a dream. I was already connected with my twin. I knew who was. We were already friends. We were already like in and out. And then I remember, I'm gonna share this with you. I had a dream, and then I was in a church with his father and his sister. That the father is passed away, and the sister, I don't know her in physical, but she's a human, but I was with the soul. And then I had like a wedding dress, like in a closet, and then I was asking the father-in-law, can I put my wedding dress? And then then my sister-in-law was saying, it's not time yet, Gretel. And I was like, right? I was like upset. And then the father was giving me advices like, my son, you have to do this and this and this, right? And then the dream continued. And then I was like, can I put the wedding dress now? And then guys were saying like, it's not time yet, Gretel. It's not time yet, Gretel. And I was like, fuck, I want to put my wedding dress, right? And then that thing happened like 10 times in a dream. And then I was seeing the church, I was seeing the family, the priest and everything, and the wedding dress. And I was like, why am I putting the wedding dress yet? I was like getting anxious and frustrated. And then guys were saying, it's not time yet. And then I wake up, but I had to listen to that like 10 times. And that was, I think, like a year ago. And then when I wake up, I said, fuck, sometimes, forgive me about my language, sometimes we need to listen to things 1,000 times so things make sense. And then at that time I said, you know what? I'm going to give up. I'm not going to keep asking about when that will happen, because I know that it will happen whenever it's meant to be and whenever it's for the highest good of all of us, because you guys are my family. So whatever happened to me in this life is not only because my destiny is the destiny of all, including his family, my kids, his kids, and then all of you, right? And then when I surrender, believe me that I let go to all of my eagerness about when and why and how, it was when we started becoming closer and closer and closer and closer. So first of all, let it come to you for my own experience whenever it's going to be in harmony, because you don't want to rush things whenever you are not there yet. Having a partner is a beautiful thing whenever it comes to be a pleasant relationship. But in the other side, it's like a wire feel, and then it's draining for everyone. So let it come whenever it's meant to be. And one exercise that I started doing a long time ago when I started doing twin flame drawings, because that relationship is part of what I'm learning in this life. A decent relationship with a partner. It is what I am learning, and thank God he's like a teacher to me. And then I have been going from different stages, And then now when I go back, things make sense. But allow yourself, you can send love to that person. We can do a little bit of meditation if you want to, and then you can just close your eyes. But if you want to, I can do a little bit of light language about that. And then whoever that would like to bring your soulmate or change things with the soulmate that you already have, let's do just this exercise very quickly. Put your hands in your heart. I'm going to bring whoever it is the most loving and guidance beings of the light that can assist us, so we can activate the flame in your heart, in our hearts. And I have Zadkiel, the Archangel Zadkiel. Many of you may don't know this, or I don't know if this is in Google or it's just come true. He actually activates the course of love between soulmates or twin flames. So he is going to willingly and gently come and place his hands on top of your own hands, on top of your heart. And I only want you to breathe. Imagine, oh, he's coming through. Imagine that you send course of light, course of love. Would you greet that person, whoever it is meant for you to manifest in the physical, to be your partner, your lover, your friend, whoever is meant to walk next to you. And if you already know one, you can do the same exercise. Send love. When you send love, you will instantly receive love back in exchange. In this exercise, you can do that with your money, your job, your soulmate, the new profession, your new home. Whatever you would like to manifest. Your heart, it is a magnet. It is a sacred crystal that it changed form into an organ that you humans call it heart, that emanates waves of love and light that have a sound, and that sound, it is the sound of your soul. Through the sound of the symphony of your energy signature. And when you connect to the frequency of love into any soulmate in the physical, whether you call that a partner, a lover, a friend, or something physical, an extended consciousness of you, like money or job or city or government or vaccine or disease, when you send love, even to those bacteria that maybe you can call germs that may represent disease or infection in your plane, send love to those. And when you do, these bio cells send the frequency of what will vaccinate you. But on the other hand, the Ishka Tiri Isitiki Ishka, if you send love to the money, that will represent the resources, that will be a blessing for you to provide not only your survival needs, but also what you need to upgrade your technology in the physical. That money will come to you and it will be a blessing. Mate ishka tiri isiki ishka tiiki ina. If you feel alone today, send love to those friends that will come to match your needs in equilibrium. The ones that will understand you. The ones that are meant to listen to you, to sit next to you, perhaps in silence, where you allow yourself just be you and change heart and share your experience in community. But if you would like to have a different version of your government, your economic system, your health system, your city, your workplace, send love. Because when you do, you're going to receive your light, and that light is going to instantly recalibrate the holographic template that will come back to you. It's a new holographic template, one that comes in harmony with the greatest expansion of you. If each human would take a minute of their lives to sit in silence, open heart, send love, randomly, to whatever, this world will not hold war, disagreement, or any of those destructive scenarios that sometimes are manifested. There is no need to suffer to evolve as a soul. There is no need to suffer in order to grow as a soul. That is the old ways of human self, ways that are being broken by these new leaders that are not afraid to have their heart open, to show their light, and to embrace all aspects and incorporate the shadow into neutrality. Because the one who has love in their heart has all that is needed. No darkness can exist, no disease can be manifested, no loneliness will appear. Love allows judgment, critique, and all this black limiting beliefs to fade away, to reshape itself into the belief of the God that vibrates in love. Love that is all you need, love that is all you are. Allowing yourself to have compassion for your own processes and your own ways. Now tune into the light of your heart, just for a second. And all those intentions or questions are going to come to you in forms of answers or feelings or sensations. And if your intention it is today, hug those soulmates that decide to be physical just because of you, to be your teachers, to be your masters, maybe to challenge you so you can become a better version of the self, maybe to remind you who you are, your strength, that your soul is far more ready for this ascension and a million more. Multiply all those cores of light. This is the true healing. The true Reiki comes with the power of the heart. Whether you call that in whatever name that fits your beliefs, quantum healing, light language, Reiki. Don't ascertain the power of love, the power of peace. Having the courage to sit with you, heart open. And now, we are legions of angels of the violet flower, violet fire. We're going to sit below your feet, waiting for your instructions, helping you to wave light into all of those intentions, soulmates, that you are so genuinely asking today. Let's begin. We were created for God, the same God that you are, to be a bridge from heaven into earth. These angels of the light work to transmutation, healing, transformation, but also the clarity of God. Our only job it is to hold the divinity of all that it is, all the one who always remains, the creator of all. So each of you remember a little bit of the essence that you truly are underneath the bones and flesh. So sit within your heart. Grow as many waves of light as you would like to, knowing that all is well, that all is good, that you are supported. Let's begin. Mate ishka, tiki esako teka ashka toro sete eke ishka. Let the love flow. Mati ishka tire isiki ishka, ti isikate eke ashka. Always connected to the light. Mate ishka, ti isiti eke ishka. Now ask your questions. Mite ashka ti iki takoro umaset iki ishtaraki iki ana. And bring light, bring more love, and expand. Ti ishki ti iri isitaka ashka ti iki ana. Now clear, transmute across all time, space, and realities. Share love with all versions of you, all dimensions, all planes, all forms. Now feel with something positive in your heart. Ti eshka ti esitika ashka ti iki ekamanaki ti eshka. Many of you may remember through the channel of the mind when you have been kissed, loved, supported, you will feel happy, complete. And as you allow all those moments in this life to be anchored, shift into higher. Mati ki eshta ki iti iki eshka ti iki enam mati eki era ase ki eshka. Let all sounds, all movements to carry you deeper and deeper into the arms of love. Don't get distracted. Embrace the ashka ti iki isataka ashka ti iki ena. And as you center yourself, open your heart. Let it open, open, open. Growing more waves of light. The ashka tere ase kute eki ishka. Ni enate ima ase ki ishka. We're going to activate your wing chakra. In the bones that are in between your heart and your shoulder, you're going to feel tingling sensation, warm, light, whole. And allow yourself to grow your wings in whatever color you feel guided. The ashka to the isitike ishka. And let your wings go fast and wide. Mi ishta si iki ita ara akata ashka ti iki ema. And as you do, wrap yourself into your own love and light and divinity, wrapping all of us with you. Ti ishka ti mate iki esitiki ishka ti iki ena. We are complete. All that is done. Your team of guides and angels will help you to come back to your present moment, completely grounded in the roots of love and in your heart. And if anyone needs more assistance, we're going to be around. Ishka, take it easy, take it, Ishka. That was beautiful and unexpected. My voice tends to go so slow and low when I channel. If you cannot hear me, don't worry about it. Actually, light language doesn't need to be heard. It just needs to be felt. So one way or another, when you bring that light, when you bring that allowance, you allow yourself to receive whatever that it is meant for you to receive today. Let me see if I have more questions. That's good. How do I get less busy without letting go my responsibilities and keep growing? That is an excellent question. The way that I do on it is in my own schedule. I add resting time, and then I force myself not to work and not to do the things. But where I am working, I am multitask in a way that it appears to be that I am working all the time 24/7, and maybe I am at the soul level, but I actually rest. I block some days, like this day is for family, this day is for me. I love to get a massage. I get like 2 massages per week. A certain time, like for example, after 7, I am in my own room, and then in the morning, so during the day, I took like 4 or 5 hours just for me because I need it. But whenever I am working in the page, I am doing many things at the same time so I can be more efficient, so I can have my rest time. It's so important to rest. It is important to be doing, because when you do, you are building light. But if we don't rest and take time to incorporate what we are learning, it is like eating every plate in a restaurant and then feel like throwing up because you eat too much. And sometimes we just have to do just what we need. So when you go to a restaurant to eat, just eat one thing, right? One plate. Maybe an appetizer, maybe a dessert, maybe a drink, and then that's it. But if you keep eating or drinking, we kind of collapse. So activate yourself, but at the same time integrate so you don't collapse yourself. How can increase my energy? I think I already answered that. Yes, I guess make a decision. But if you cannot have any idea about the decision, don't do anything. First of all, the first decision is to find your center. When you are completely in balance, that decision will come to you with ease and grace. So the first step, if you don't know what to do, confusion, don't do anything, because it is like driving with closed eyes. No, we're gonna crash. I'm gonna die, right? Maybe. So if I'm gonna drive, I have to see where I'm going. But if you don't know where you're going, if I cannot see if I'm driving, I stop like, oh my God, where I am, where I'm going, what I am doing. So the first step, it is center yourself, know where you are going, find balance. But when you are centered, the answer will just come to you. I hope that makes sense. Yes. Ekaterina Camila. She's asking about lower spine and knees. I can do a little bit of healing to you if you want to, but look, lower back represents feeling supported. If we don't feel supported, we're going to have back pain, because The back represents the structure of the body. Without back, will be like jelly. Without bones, will be like jelly. No structure at all. And without structure, we can function correctly, right? So, whatever feelings of I'm not supported, I feel maybe alone, or I'm against the current, all those things will bring back pain. If it's in the shoulders, normally it is carrying things that are not us, like family or friends or things that we feel we should help them, and maybe they don't want to be helped, or being the doormat for others, like trying to fix everyone. That normally feels in the shoulders, right above the heart. But pain in the back below the heart, it's all about feeling supported. Knees, on the other hand, represent something different. What your knees do, it flex, right? So you can walk or stand up. But if you cannot flex yourself because it hurts, it's mean because you are not flexible at something. It's normally about adaptability. Look, last time my knee hurts, it was because I had to do something and it wasn't in my way. It was in someone else's way. So if I have to obey someone else's or lose control of a situation, or I keep anchored in what I think is right and maybe the universe is taking me into another way, that is going to represent pain in my knees. I hope that makes sense. So obviously you have to work with your root chakra and maybe your sacral, because sometimes back pain can be related to sexual issues, to the hip. That can be, meditate on it. But one simple thing you can do that you guys are showing me, I cannot see in this eye, it's put your feet directly to soil. You can sit or stand up wherever you feel guided, and just watch something on Netflix, listen music, breathe, watch the sky, whatever, but just soil and earth will filter and transmute whatever it is in our body. Physical, spiritual, energetically, will filter as itself. If one thing that are being suggested very frequently in sessions for people who it's afraid to get sick of COVID, it is to keep feet on earth, because that way you are going to be restricting your physical body. I hope that makes sense. That is a simple way for you to do. Nicole, any guidance for you? Yes. Choose to cultivate peace. And then other guy says, declare your mind. I hope that makes sense. Let me see. I can do 3 more questions. Destiny, information for your soul's origin. I will be more accurate if you put your birthday. When I am doing the soul charts, I use the birthday. I'm learning. But I can allow whatever that comes through. So let me see. Well, and I cannot see your picture either, so I'm gonna have to go with my intuition. Well, the first aspect that comes for you, Destiny, it is Maya. I feel you were like a priest, male priest. I feel like you had many timelines. They came from another planet, dimension, that I cannot recall the name. I don't know. That is one aspect. Another aspect that comes very strongly, it is Atlantis. I feel like Atlantis is your essence. Okay, that is a confirmation. And then it is connected like in a triangle with Sumeria and Phoenicia and then Egypt it feels like you are one of the founders of humanity on Earth. I think you also have Anunnaki roots. And from the stars, you have Pleiadian, yes, Sirian, you have Mars and Orion, and Mars, yes, and Venus. Yes, I think it was coming true. Okay, guys, get excited. I hope that it's accurate. Destiny, thank you. Trust. Let me see, I think I already answered. Look, being vulnerable, it's a gift. Because when we're vulnerable, we allow ourselves to be completely honest with whatever we have out there. And it's a gift. It's a gift. Vulnerability is such a gift that even when you are doing sessions or talking with someone, let's say that you have a friend of you that father died and you allow yourself to feel the sorrow and be vulnerable because you're matching soul frequency with your friend, that's a beautiful thing. Because when you are sad and someone else comes and says, oh my God, things are gonna be better, and then they just hug you and then you are vulnerable together, it's a beautiful thing. But at the same time, vulnerability comes from having the courage. Like, for example, the other day, we have been storms right here, and then I was driving, and then I don't like to drive in the storms, obviously, and I was driving, and then the car in front of me had like a big furniture, like one of those you bought in IKEA that you have to arm when you get home, and then it just flew and then hit the car in front of me next to me. But it could hit me, right? But my kids and I were like, oh my God. And then my kids started freaking out. And then I said, calm yourself, because if you freak out, I'm gonna freak out, but I'm driving, right? So calm yourself. That it has been vulnerable, but at the same time being the courage to think and say, okay, what do we need to do? And then 2 cars in front of me, like 30 seconds after, a palm just flew on top of us. And then we were like, oh my God. So unexpected things come out of the blue sometimes. But if you lose yourself, we're not going to be conscious to know what we need to do. So whatever situation is happening to you, like something that it is out of the blue unexpected, that may be a good news or a bad news. But my lesson that day, it was, what would be life without excitement? Because when my kids and I get home, we had pizza in the car because we could not go out to eat. And I said, okay, let's go for pizza. And then we got ice cream. We got chocolate ice cream. We said, no, this is a day for ice cream, because it was the first time that I expected something weather that it was like frightening a little bit. But then I said, without those frightening moments, it would be boring, the whole driving thing, right? So sometimes unexpected things and even frightening things brings excitement and brings something into the equation of life. So vulnerability, I think, allowed me to embrace it all, even though it may be normal things. And then later on that day, we're just laughing about it and then it was awesome. It was awesome because it was just like, yes, it was just exciting. So later on, whatever thing that frightened you or it was unexpected, past, we're going to be able to laugh about it. And at the end, I think this is what it requires for all of us to do right now. And I think with this, I'm going to end. If I did not answer your question, tomorrow I'm going to be around the same time. And then Wednesday to do the same mechanics. I don't think I'm going to do channeling right now, because I think the one that Zadkiel did, it was beautiful. But laughing, relaxing in normal activities, because we enjoy meditation and light language and activations. It's just like heaven, like, oh my God, it's so good. But what we need to do right now, at least I think what I need to do in my life, it is to anchor the light in physical, doing fun things with my family, with my kids, with myself, so I can be always connected into the light. And then in my 3D life, it's also the same in heaven. Thank you so much, Kay. So remember, I'm going to be live tomorrow, and then the 7th, 9 a.m. for the Lions Gate, and then Thursday for the ones that are with me in the membership on YouTube that you guys can access for $2.99. I'm going to do the energy report Thursday, and next week I am going to be visiting my mom in another city. So the day 2, 3, 4, and 5, I'm not going to be reachable maybe. I'm having so many messages in the page that sometimes I'm not able to read them all, because many are just like, I don't know how to say that, are not related to the page, but people send many things. So if it's something important, you guys can contact me and encodedfrequency.com in the page, or send me an email, because sometimes people send me so many things that important messages may get lost. So if it's something important that you have to ask from any service or course or anything, and I'm not reachable, even in Messenger, I have so many messages that sometimes it took so many hours to get through all of them. Shoot me an email or contacted me in the page, and I will get to you as up I can. Have a beautiful day. Have fun today. Don't forget to smile. Bye-bye.